My name is Avi Kellen. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Genova Burns in Newark, New Jersey. I'm the chair of our firm's Autonomous Vehicle Law Practice Group, and today we're going to focus on a CLE entitled Autonomous Vehicles, Legal Considerations. The goal of today's seminar is to focus on a few topics. We're going to consider what are autonomous vehicles, also known as self-driving cars. There's a few different names for it. What is the current state of the technology, and where is the technology going? We're going to consider the benefits or potential benefits of widespread adoption of this technology. And then we're going to shift gears a little bit and focus on the current state of the law, some speculation, informed speculation on where the law may be going. We're also going to consider open legal issues. And then we're going to spend a few minutes considering what type of industry and what type of government response may be needed to prepare for widespread autonomous vehicles. I'd actually like to start going back to the year 1957, and there was a great advertisement in magazines and newspapers across the country, sponsored by the electricity industry at the time. And there's an image of a family of four sitting in a convertible. The parents in the front, the kids in the back, and they're all playing a game of backgammon. No one's facing the front seat. No one's actually controlling the car. And the message of this advertisement said, electricity may be the driver. One day your car may speed along an electric superhighway, its speed and steering automatically controlled by electronic devices embedded in the road. Highways will be made safe by electricity. No traffic jam, no collisions, no driver fatigue. And again, this advertisement ran in 1957. We've come a long way since then, but technological advancements have made this potential vision from 1957, where it brings us on the brink of reality. So what are autonomous vehicles? It's actually not a simple question, or I should say not a simple answer. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration recognizes 6 levels of autonomy. Level 0 is the human driver does everything. And you can think about a Model T, cars 50 years ago, 100 years ago, where basically there was no safety features. The car was just a piece of equipment, and the human driver does everything. Level 1 is getting a bit more advanced. That's defined as an automated system on the vehicle that can sometimes assist the human driver conduct some part of the driving task. That could be things like cruise control, lane guidance, things that we have in our vehicles now, where the vehicle itself actually assists the human driver, who's still in control, by the way, but the vehicle assists the human driver conduct some parts of the driving task. You can also think of this as, backup cameras or other cameras that you have on the car, where the car is pulling a bit more weight than on level 0, where the human driver does everything. Moving up the chain, level 2 is defined as there being an automated system on the vehicle that can actually conduct some parts of the driving task, while the human continues to monitor the driving environment and performs the rest of the driving task. So in this level 2, we have a vehicle that actually can itself do some parts of the driving. However, it can't do all driving, and the human needs to be available to monitor and be able to take over when necessary. Continuing to move up the chain, level 3 is defined as an automated system that can both actually conduct some parts of the driving task and monitor the driving environment in some instances, but the human driver must be ready to take back control when the automated system requests. So the difference here is that the vehicle really can do it all in some limited circumstances, in some environments, in some instances. That depends on the driving environment, though. It's not gonna be able to work in all environments. So the human driver, again, must be ready to take back control when notified by the automated system. Level 4, that's defined as an automated system that can conduct the driving task and monitor the driving environment. And the human does not need to take back control. So this is really, the car does everything, the vehicle does everything. But the limitation here is that the automated system can operate only in certain environments and under certain conditions. So this is not the case where, if I'm driving cross country and there's inclement weather and there's other factors involved, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be able to sit back and watch a movie or work on my laptop the entire way. But in some circumstances, in some conditions, the automated system is really going to do all aspects of this driving. And I'm not going to, in those defined environments, I, as the human driver, I'm not going to have to take over control and not going to have to operate the vehicle. But again, that's not going to be the case in all environments. So you can, we can draw a distinction. Maybe the vehicle is set up for highway driving, but not local roads. In that case, the vehicle can really drive itself on the highway, but I need to do the first mile to get onto the highway and the last mile once I arrive at my city destination. But once it's on the highway, the vehicle is good to go, and I don't need to even be sitting at the steering wheel at that point, because I'm going to be notified when we're done with highway driving, and I'll take over at that time.